The power of one more is communication of a philosophy I've been developing for more than 30 years. At its core, the power of one more is about your willingness to do one more rip, make one more phone call, get up an hour earlier, build on one more relationship, or do one more thing for whatever your situation calls for. You can find your best life by doing one more than the world expects from you. I wrote the one more of one more. Uh, I wrote the power of one more to transform your life by adopting strategies I've successfully used time and time again. By living a one more life, you can completely change your relationships, finances, emotions, the way you do business, your outlook on life and one more. You were not born to be average or ordinary. You were born to do something great with your life. I know this about you. The power of one more is dynamic contract between us. It's an important change of ideas and knowledge. Depending on who you are, what I'm about to teach you will impact each one of you differently. Mm. By changing how you think and act, you will find answers in those areas of life that matters most to you. The beauty of all this is that most times the answers are relatively simple, but for whatever reasons, you may not have been able to see them or resolve them on your own. Figuring out where to begin can feel daunting. Most people are under the impression there are 1,000 different things they must do or change their lives. Nothing could be further from the truth. I've learned, and you will too, that one more thing is often all it takes. And frequently, it's only one more step away from where you are now. Begin with one more. You're a lot closer to changing your life than you think. You're one more meeting, one more relationship, one more decision, one more action. Hmm. Or one more thought from reading the life you deserve. The power of one more challenges you to become hyper-focused and addicted searching for the one mores in your life. The one more you begin to see them and then ask the actions to realize them, the more your life will change. The individual thoughts and actions you take don't need to be profound. However, when you compound these small thoughts and actions and stack them up on top of each other, the results of changes over time are profound. All teaching and key promises it to yourself, creating an internal belief system that you are destined for a better life than what you have now. When you implement one more strategies, you live by a set of principles above and beyond those of the most other people. This is not just a how to succeed in business or a how to succeed in your relationship book, although for some, it will be. For most of you this book will have several applications. That's why you should think of this as an how to succeed in your life book. Your challenge is to take these strategies and apply them to the areas of your life that matter to you. There are no wisdom words on these pages, but some parts of this book will connect with you more than others. Certain principles will challenge your ways of thinking, beliefs, and values, and several will land on you like a ton of bricks and change your life forever. I purposely designed these strategies to be universal as well. You are going to read about principles that apply to all people in every area of life. You can take lessons from each chapter, whether you are a world-class athlete, a CEO, a rapid rising star in the business world, a parent, or still in college. Some of you will use this book to transform your life completely. Others will focus on insights to enhance specific part of your life that are lacking or troublesome. I'm confident the power of one more will resonate with you because in many ways I'm just like you. I'm not the person now that I was when I first started on my own transformational journey, like you. I struggle at times. I get what it's like and worry about the money, relationships, and my purpose of my life. I know what's like in a lack of confidence, fall into a slump, and wonder if I'll ever feel happy. I've been beyond the poor, to the point I couldn't even pay the water bill in an apartment where my wife and I once lived. I faced any health problem, I lost any people close to me, and over years I have been a better doubt, frustration, fear, and anxiety. I lived with not having the answers, even worse. I've also been a person who I didn't know the past. For those of you who have lived in it, okay. In fact, one of the reasons I've become a profound in learning how to grow is because it has such an important place from which to come. The truth is, I need to learn how to grow so I could simply function to reach a baseline. The good coming from all of this is that it reinforced my belief people can dramatically change their lives. I saw it firsthand from watching how much my father changed over the years. I also wrote The Power of One More because after years and years of struggling and the trial and error, I learned what it takes to succeed in life. I paid the price, but I now know what many of these the answers and are what it takes to win. Along the way, I've also watched good friends and business associates chase what they think is a fun of expensive winning. Okay, when I first started out, I often set fun aside in favor of winning. The ironic thing is, it didn't take long before I figured out why winning is fun. In fact, one of the quotes I'm best known for is, winning is more fun than fun is fun. Oh, when you finish reading this book, hopefully you think so too. I've been reading in these principles for 30 years and applying to what I've learned to design my best life. My goal for the Power of One More is to help you identify your talents, gifts, and abilities, then maximize them for your own greater good and for those people around you. Many self-improvement and performance books I read say the same thing over and over. I don't know about you, but I lose interest after a couple of chapters. I purposely set out to make the Power more different in that respect. The strategies and philosophies that I'm going to share with you are unique unto themselves. The Power of One More teaches you to combine your gifts with the directed, intelligent thoughts and focus on actions. That gives you the resources you need to produce the standards, goals, and outcomes you deserve. Every one of the principles that I share in these pages has worked for me beyond my wildest dreams. I'm also humbled and aware that I've been gifted with a certain amount of luck and good blessings. You have your own vision of these gifts as well, but like you also need to put and the work, and keep an open mind when it comes to making changes in your life. In many cases, those changes won't be easy at first. In fact, the more further you go, and the more changes and you go through the reach it, and the more resistance you will encounter. Expect it. Plan for it. When you put yourself in the right frame of mind, and you're mentally tough, you will succeed and more often than you otherwise would. The Power More is a product of years and often years of how I believed and grown and changed my life and produced well, happiness, and the meaningful relationships with people I care about deeply. I want to share the lessons I've learned with you so that you can live your best life too. Approach the Power More like a key that will unlock your mind. And you may surprise in how one more thought and one more action will change your life forever. Remember, we are a lot alike, you and me. If I can do it, you can too. Okay, thank you.